Welcome to the Pivot. It is January 30th, 2021. I am Matt Lyons here in Crybaby Hill Studios. I've got the Juice down in his lab in South Tulsa, and we are brought to you by Vast Bank and executively produced by Toby Biocchini, who is here producing today. Toby,
what up?
That's Toby that you heard. Yeah, we got the crew in. First time.
Earning his paycheck. I love it, man. This is so good.
How about watching his money?
There you go.
Either way, he's ensuring that his money is doing their job. So,
however you want to look at it, man.
Vast Bank is the bank of the future. That's all I'm going to say. Great bank, yeah. Bank of the future. How are you doing today? Saturday. It's 3:45. We're here to try to get you guys some content because the weekends are dead. We had a great night last night. In a little hindsight, the show lineup hit 278. We won our cash game. Julio went 6-0 in his cash game. Played a little different lineup that he tweeted out, right?
No, actually, I went 5-2 yesterday.
Okay. A little blemish on the record. A couple of blemishes.
Yeah, I didn't go quite 6-0. But 5-0. Dude, if I go 5-2 every night, I'm happy with that. So not complaining. The only real flat out wrong pick we had was Ben Simmons. Yeah. Do not ever Lions, never ever again let me play Ben Simmons unless he's like $200. He's on the list.
He's the first guy to make the NBA list. That's awesome. We don't have an NBA list. Ben Simmons is now on the NBA list.
You are the inaugural dude.
He is I'm a fan, so I'm going to be honest. I'm a fan, so it's hard for me to put Ben on the list. But yes,
man, I like his game, but he sucks for DFS just because he just does this. Like he just has games where he just doesn't want to score the basketball. It just makes me mad.
I agree.
I'm done.
Well, we did have a good night. We made some money on props. If you guys bet the way accordingly, you would have made some money. Anyway, we got an 8-game slate tonight, correct?
Yeah.
Tipping off at 7 p.m. Central Time, right?
So we got a little extra time to kind of get our Saturday juice going.
We're going to go game by game, guys, because Juice and I finally are not in a hurry. Usually we're in a hurry during the week. And the first game on the slate tips off at 7 p.m., and that's Milwaukee at Charlotte. Let me jump in a little bit with what Draftkings is showing as the injuries. Charlotte's looking way clean on their side. Actually, both teams look to be full go. Milwaukee's coming off a back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
Where they lost to New Orleans. Did Charlotte play last night?
They did.
What's the total on this game?
230.5. Let's see. I think the Hornets are getting 8.5 points, but the Bucks got blown out last night by the Pelicans.
I'm going to put a get back in form narrative on this one, right? This is
they got
to get back good here.
They got embarrassed.
A little betting tip. I think I'm going to go Milwaukee minus 8.5, and I don't usually bet games, so that just seems like Charlotte may be a little revenge game here.
We quickly mentioned the Eric Bledsoe narrative yesterday. We kind of sort of glossed over it, but he had a career high in 3-pointers last night, 7 for the game.
Anyway, we kind of went through hindsight pretty quick, but the Oklahoma City point guard, Mandolin, is that what?
Maladon.
What a name to have. Anyway, he looked great too. So hopefully
I told you, man, the kid's good, dude. He 10X'd, but more importantly, he's a good player. I will say this though. I think he shot 8 of 9 and 6 of 6 from 3-point land. So
he's a great game. He hit a ceiling.
He ran a little pure, right? He ran a little pure, but we'll take it.
So back to Milwaukee, Charlotte. Let's start on the Milwaukee side. The Freak is up at 10-8. Lopez is 5-4. Middleton's at 8-5. Who are you liking?
So I think tonight, one of the more important decisions we're going to have to make is for cash is if we're going to go with Giannis or we're going to go with Dame.
Okay.
They're both about the same price. They're both, and I think, really pretty favorable matchups.
They can both break the slate. So is there enough on the scrub side that we could get both of them in?
Maybe. There's still a lot of news we're waiting on, so possibly. But, I think, as of right now, if the Memphis game plays, we might be able to fit them both in. There's a possibility. And I'm assuming it's going to play, but they've been on such a long break. I don't want to jinx it because I love a lot of the guys on the Memphis side tonight.
Okay. What about any other players on the Milwaukee?
Yeah, Middleton's 8.5K. You could always play Middleton. Drew's 7.2K. I think he's in a good spot, good salary. I don't know. I'm not a big Brook Lopez fan for some reason, but he's solid. I mean,
I'd be a little worried about you if you said you were a big Brook Lopez.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's just not a sexy player, he just doesn't just give you that huge ceiling. But for cash games, he's not bad. Bobby Portis is not a bad play if he gets mid 20 minutes. I would not mind playing the penis Portis.
Hey, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And let's see. And then that's about it. I'm not going to play Dante DiVincenzo. I think the salary's kind of caught up to him. Pat Connaughton, you can always throw a dart at if he gets hot from the outside. But that's pretty much it on the Milwaukee side.
Jumping over to Charlotte, I see a lot more affordable plays here playing against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a pace-up team, right? So I don't know why Charlotte would be priced down so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because they're playing Milwaukee, but they've got a healthy implied point total of 111. Yeah. So it's not like they're not projected to score. But we love Gordon Hayward on the show. He's 7.3K still favorably priced. The only thing I don't like about Hayward is Milwaukee. They tend to give up the three ball. So if his three balls dropping, great. But driving to the hoop, their interior defense is pretty tough, which Hayward kind of thrives. Yeah. So I don't know. I probably would pass. The main guy I'm looking at, the main two guys I should say I'm looking at on Charlotte. Cody Zeller was 4K last night. He's 4.5K today. Still, I mean, a modest price increase, but LaMelo Ball at 5.6K.
You wouldn't take a breath if I could shove it in there. But Bell 5.6 is crazy good pricing, right?
Dude, if you remember, he was 7.9 a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Now, granted, he's not been playing well, but he's one of those dudes. If he gets the minutes, he absolutely can go off. So
I've got him in the lineup already. I believe in that play.
Yeah, I think here's the thing too. Here's what I like about LaMelo tonight is that he's going to get his minutes, but even if they get blown out, he'll still get more minutes, because he's a rookie and he'll get that second unit run. So he's kind of matchup proof in this game. So I really like LaMelo Ball quite a bit.
I do too. He's somebody I'm definitely sticking in my lineup.
I wish he was point guard, shooting guard eligible. He's point guard eligible. So that kind of throws a little bit of a wrench in things.
The good news is so many of the plays we want to make are point guard, shoot guard eligible that I don't know that will factor too much, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. But definitely let's keep him on the list. I like LaMelo and Cody Zeller at 4.5K. I think he's in a good spot as well. There's been some talk about PJ Washington. I don't know, 6.2K. I'm not.
Yeah, that's bad pricing on PJ Washington.
Yeah, I don't love it. So I think I'm done.
This next game I love. Portland at Chicago. This is a great game, right? Tipping off at 7 p.m. Central. I see, again, Saturday night's bringing out the no injury reports. McCollum is clearly still out for Portland. I don't see anything on Chicago's side. Covington's questionable for Portland. Jones Jr. is out for Portland. Collins, who's been out all season, and Nurkic, who's been out for quite a while, are both out. Chicago's all green, ready to go. Let's start off on the Portland side, the road team. What's the total on this game?
The total on this game is 233.5. This is the highest total of the night. The Bulls are favored by 2.5. So Chicago is one of those teams we love to play against. Portland, you mentioned that they're relatively healthy. I'm going to say actually they're not. So Derrick Jones Jr. starts for them, and he's already been ruled out. Okay. Robert Covington he usually starts for them. He's questionable, and if he doesn't play, it's basically Dame Lillard and 4 backup players because Cantor is a backup.
You're not talking me into playing him again tonight. So don't even
Who? Oh, our boy Carmelo?
Yeah, don't even bring him in. No, I see it. No, I saw it. Not doing it. Not in the show lineup. He's on the list. Can I put him on the list?
Why is he on the list? What
He's
did he do to get on the list?
Last time we played him, we did his over. We bet his over. He was on the list.
Put him on the list?
Oh, Toby's at no. He won't love me. He likes Carmelo. He thinks he has value.
I mean, he's got 23, 37, 25, and 27 the last couple games.
He can't be on the list. Okay. Here's what I like. I like the backcourt. Lillard and Simons should both have gigantic games tonight. By the way, we gave you Simons the other night. He blew up. Big game.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
When I built my first lineup today, I put both of them in. I like them both. I'm playing them both. I'm not saying show lineup, but what do you think? What's the juice think? Now that I just gave you some random opinion, what's the opinion that actually matters?
So I like a lot of the Portland guys, especially if Covington sits. I think if Covington sits, you could make an argument that he could play 3 or 4 of the Portland guys. Hell, you could even just do a full-on game stack of this game, hope it goes into overtime, and just count your money at the end of the evening. I mean, this game has it all.
Had his ceiling game the other night too.
Gary Trent Jr. I mean, they raised his price a little bit. He's 5.2K now.
Carmelo is still reasonably priced. I tried to put him out, but he is 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Carmelo a lot more when he was on the Force. To be honest,
I like.
I'm looking.
He was out of the league. That was my favorite era.
Yeah.
Gary
Trent was in the 4s. 10 days ago. He's up to 5.2, but it's justified. He's been playing really, really well. Anthony Simons, we've talked about. I like him a lot, especially.
I love him again. He's playing with confidence. You know what it's like playing with confidence. That Bird. Let's go back to that 6th grade season at Bird. I mean, you played with confidence. So he's playing with confidence. Nobody gets that job. So
absolutely no. I mean, I do. I just didn't have any confidence when I played cash, but that's okay. I mean, the Bird days were good.
Yeah.
But no, like so.
We can't fault bad coach. I mean, bad coaching is bad coaching.
Yeah, right? That's another day we can talk about.
Okay. What about on the Chicago side? I'm seeing Kobe White at 6'9".
Well, real quick too. I mean, Enes Kanter at 7.1. I don't mind him at all either. If he's going to get us in the 30s minutes wise, dude, he absolutely can feast. I mean, I just love a lot of these Portland guys tonight. So. I don't want to gloss over Enes Kanter. I think he's in a really, really good spot.
I heard somebody say that I can't remember what player. It was Chris. They asked who's the hardest player you ever went up against, and he said he is Kanter. He says,
yeah.
He said he didn't play any defense, but offensively, he's just so big that he can't.
Oh, he does. He plays 0 defense. So, but he's great. Chicago? He's a very skilled big man. Absolutely.
What are you thinking on Chicago? I'm going to go down real quick. Levine 8.8. That's big Levine price. I don't know this P. Williams guy. You're going to have to tell me about him. Markkinen is 6'6", and Gofford is dirt at 3, but I guess is he not getting the playing time he was?
It's interesting because Gafford, they've been starting him, but they just don't finish with him, and they just kind of like start him off the game, and then he just kind of fades into the sunset. So he's a salary saver at 3K. I don't like using my value plays at 3K on a center that is projected for 15 minutes. So I'll probably pass. Patrick Williams has been in the starting lineup. His minutes seem to have been trending down as well. He's 4.6K now. No, don't like that. Otto Porter Jr. I mean, sometimes he comes to play, but his minutes have been kind of in the mid-20s, so I don't love that. Lauri Markkinen, though, is 33 projected minutes. 6.6K is fair against Portland. Don't mind that. Kobe White is one of those dudes. We talked about him at length. Like, if he's shooting the ball, great, awesome. If not, he's not worth anything. Zach LaVine at 8.8K though.
Too expensive.
I like that. That's a good price. Last week he was 9.5, and this is a great matchup, dude. I don't know who the hell is going to stop Zach LaVine.
So, I like back LaVine if we're going to play play a lot of multiple parts on the Portland side. LaVine is a.
I agree with that. I think if you're going to play Dame, it might be a good idea to run it back with LaVine. I think that's a good call. So But that's about it. And I think we can go to the next game, which
It
there
really,
are quite a few
like
injuries.
what you said, but choosing between Freak and Dame is tough because they both have optimal matchups tonight, right?
They do. I think that's going to be a big decision point tonight.
Okay, we got Sacramento at Miami. That's tipping off at 7 p.m. Central Time. Miami is the team this year just riddled with redness on their side. I'm going to let you talk about their injuries because it's just everybody has something by their name. Sacramento, on the other hand, it's just the opposite. They have very little. Jeffries, who's and nobody for them, is out. What's his name? I can never say his name. This is foreign bloc countries get me. Bjelica?
Bielitsa.
There we go. Bielitsa is questionable. He's not been playing much so this year, huh?
No, I think they're looking to move him, to be honest. I think they're done with him.
Anyway, I'm going to let you talk about the injuries on Miami and what's going on with this game because Miami's just riddled with red.
So Goran Dragic has already been ruled out. Jimmy Butler is questionable, and they're thinking that he will suit up tonight. I don't think he's played for like 3 weeks. Somebody said that he looked like I guess he got COVID, and I mean from the looks of it, it hit him pretty hard. I mean, I think he lost like 12 pounds. Yeah. And Jimmy Butler's not like he's not a guy that 12 pounds for Jimmy Butler is a lot because he's a lean dude as it is. That concerns me a little bit. I can't see him getting a full allotment of minutes, and at 7.3K, I don't like that. If Tyler Hero plays, he's 7.2K. He's questionable as well. If both those guys sit, Kendrick Nunn is someone you can look at 6.2K. I don't feel like I've gotten him right.
He's a lineup killer.
Yeah, I sort of agree. I mean, he's in a great spot. I mean, he'll project for a ton of minutes if those guys are out. I kind of want those guys to play because I really just want to avoid this game. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of playing the Heat. I feel
like the Heat this year is either you're going to cram Bam in at his 9,000 price or you're playing nobody, right?
Yeah. I just need a break from the Heat for a little bit, and I think I'm hoping those guys.
I don't think we've rostered a Sacramento player yet this year in a show lineup either. So
we maybe De'Aaron Fox, but other than that,
we never got him in.
Oh, we didn't. Okay. He's in a good spot, man. 8.2K.
He's playing well.
He's playing really well. And if all those guards are out,
the problem with Fox tonight, and sorry to interrupt you, is I'm going to play Dame at 10. So there's no way I'm going to play Fox at 8-2. You can't. I don't think.
I mean, I think you could if you wanted to.
Well, you're the lineup builder, so you're going to show me if that's what we should be doing.
I mean, we're talking about potentially jamming in Greek and Dame tonight. So
yeah, but I would rather do that than try to fit Fox's is what I'm saying. Basically.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the problem with that though is Fox is 2.4K less than Giannis, so it's more likely, I guess, that we could get him in. But anyway,
DeAndre Fox in real life is one of my favorite players. I love him. I thought he was the best pick in that draft class. And just 8-2. I don't know. He's going to blow up tonight, so we probably should play him because I'm giving him a hard time. What about anybody else on Sacramento that you'd be looking at? Healed at 6'3"?
Harrison Barnes, I hate as a player, but man, he's been really consistent this year in fantasy. Bagley is starting.
Here's a good comparison. I'm going to ask you: Barnes at 6'1" or Market in at 6'6"? Who would you play?
Maybe Barnes.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of checking where we're at,
his minutes are there, man. I mean, he's just getting like mid-30s in the minutes. I mean,
he plays the whole game. Yeah. I agree. I wanted you to say Barnes. I was wondering. Yeah. I agree with you. Okay. So Sacramento, like I said, we haven't rostered anybody yet. Fox might be someone we consider tonight, but I don't see anybody. Do you see anybody we'd consider on the show line?
Tyrese Halliburton at 4.9K.
Other than Barnes, who we just said we would consider.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
He's sub 5K. That's cheap. So if he's going to get close to 30 minutes, yes, I definitely like me some Halliburton. Okay. But I think that's probably it.
Pace down Miami though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a smash play, but he's a guy that if you've got 4.9K and he fits your build, I have no problems putting him in.
Agreed. Okay. Houston at New Orleans tips off at 7 p.m. tonight. New Orleans on their side with the injuries. I'm seeing a pretty clean slate with none of the stars with any red next to their name. Houston is basically the same. You tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing much injury tonight.
I think you're spot on. I mean, I think both teams are relatively healthy.
Houston played Thursday. New Orleans played Friday. Woods looked great. What do you liking on the Houston side?
Okay, we'll start with Houston. Okay. Wood looks good at 8.7K. Don't mind him.
I wish Wood was 7.7K, right?
Yeah, but we're not going to get that. Oladipo at 7.9. God, the guy just is chucking. He just is putting up so many shots.
It's a resume for sure, right?
Yeah, so here's the deal with Oladipo. I feel like he's been a really good play for the last week and a half or so, and I just haven't played him. And I kind of feel like at this point, I'm late to the party. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's like, are you chasing good plays from nights before, right? Like,
yeah, I feel like he's been really producing, and I haven't been playing him, and now I'm going to play him. He's going to throw up a dud. That's kind of where I feel like I'm at with Oladipo.
And it's a lot more expensive dud.
Yeah, that too.
Here's what about New Orleans? Are you about?
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
There's a point guard for Houston that's sub 7K, John Wall at 6'8".
So eyes on the ground. Watching him play the other night, they're really limiting his minutes, and he wasn't that impressive. I don't know. I didn't. What did you see?
I feel like I'm gonna look it up real quick, but I feel like he was in the 30s in minutes last game. I could be wrong. No, he was against Portland. He played 30 minutes, 37.75 Draftkings points. I think he's a good cash play. I don't know about a tournament play.
I agree that he has a pretty good floor. So
yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I'm really interested in on the Houston.
I didn't ask you what's the total on this game.
We glossed over that. It's 222 and a half. Okay. Pelicans are getting a point.
It's probably middle of the road, but it's going to be a competitive game. The stars are going to play all game. That's the one thing about this game you can guarantee is Zion's going to play. Our boy Bledsoe, Ingram, they're all going to play minutes. New Orleans is one of my favorite teams. We've rostered a lot of New Orleans players. Early Ingram. What do you think? They're the favorite by 1, right?
Yeah.
Coming off a big win.
Yeah.
Ball's back at 5K. Is he getting any minutes?
He did last night, and he exploded. I mean, I think he also had 7 3-pointers last night. So not that I project that to happen 2 nights in a row, but let's see. I think he was one of the guys that basically helped you take it down. Yeah, he was 5.3K and scored 47 Draftkings points last night.
Now he's $300 less.
Now he's $300 less. I mean, go figure. But he's certainly in play, man. I mean, what if I told you – let me ask you a question. If I told you that Steven Adams had 20 rebounds last night, how many Draftkings points do you think he would wound up with?
45.
32. How about this stat line? 4 points, 20 rebounds, and 3 assists. I mean, that is nuts, right? I mean,
we know what your role on that team is, right? You got to play your role.
Oh my Lord!
Are you liking any of the New Orleans guys?
I love Zion at 7.4.
I was going to say that's a good Zion price.
That is a great Zion price.
He's
probably my favorite play
of the whole night.
No, I'm sorry. On the Pelican side, I'd say Zion and Lonzo are by far my 2 favorite plays.
I like playing both of them. I hope we get them both in our lineup. So, okay, we did Houston, right? So let's move over to LA at Boston. Tips off at 7:30 in Boston. The injury report on this one looks like the Stars are playing. Lakers let's see. Oh, I see a questionable by LeBron, and I see a questionable by Anthony Davis.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. So the other night we were correct. Well, I was correct by one of them. They weren't listed on the injury report, and I predicted that meant both of them wouldn't play, but one of them did play and had a huge night.
I feel like if I've learned one thing this year is that you are the Anthony Davis injury report whisperer.
I just know him. I know the personality type.
Yeah.
I deal with it a lot. He's not. Anyway, this game to me spells fade because we don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't know. Break down this game for me, because if I was playing this slate by myself, I'd probably just gloss right over this game. The plays that I would play are too expensive. There's other plays I like better that are almost the same price. What do you think?
So here, I mean, I think I agree with just about everything you said. However, this is a nationally televised game, the only nationally televised game on Saturday.
The only nationally televised game?
The only nationally, it's on ABC.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't want to play anybody on either side. Like, I want to pretend this game doesn't exist.
They're just priced to a range where it's like there's players at other, I'm not playing. I mean, I don't know who I do. Tatum at 8.5 is coming off injury. He hasn't yet hit his price. So why would you play him prior to him even? Yeah, there's certainly nothing on the I would obviously, what's Davis played at?
I mean, I was going to say, if I were to play one guy tonight.
This is the most Anthony Davis shit ever, right? He's 8,900. Right. He doesn't play, and now suddenly he's 9,300. Isn't it crazy?
That's right.
I told you, they're never going to let us have Anthony Davis at under 9,000. It's just not going to happen. So he'll play.
He's not that much more expensive at 9,300. So it's not like it's like this massive increase. I guess I would say if I were to play any one player from either side tonight, it would be Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
but I'm not like falling over myself to play him.
I like Freak and Dame so much better. So I'm not playing him if I'm trying to cram those two in, right?
Right. And I mean, like, so if I were to tell you, you've got one roster spot above 10,000 that you can play, would you rather play LeBron James, Anthony or Greek Freak, or Luka Doncic, or Dame Lillard?
Yeah, Dame against Chicago, 100%. I mean,
yeah, but I think I'd probably put maybe LeBron.
I'd rank him
at best third, probably fourth.
I agree, 100%. I was going to rank LeBron fourth, so I'm with you on that. Okay, let's move on to a different game. We got Memphis playing at San Antonio. This is another game that spells unsexy. Memphis at San Antonio, start tipping off at 7:30 Central Time in San Antonio. On the injury report side, looks clean on San Antonio's side. Memphis has been dealing with some red. They've got Allen, Winslow, who have been out. McDermott's been out. Jackson Jr.'s been out. The regulars have been out. Winslow's been out. But J-Val's out tonight too. So
Lions, this is the game of the century.
Why? This is not the game of the century.
This is the game of the century.
I guarantee you, if we could see ratings on NBA Pass, this would be the lowest watched game.
I mean, I'm not talking about ratings. I'm talking about DFS.
Oh, you think this is the game?
This is the game of the century, dude.
What's the flight total on this game?
The total on this game is 219. The Spurs are favored by 3.5. Okay.
There's one play on this. Is John?
No, there's not. There's not one play. There's more than one play. There's not. There is. Okay. Let me. There is the play of the day in this game.
Okay, give it to us. I'm dying to hear it. Jaw, right?
Well, he's up there. I mean, Jaw at 7.1K. Are you kidding me, dude?
That's what I'm saying. If Jaw is healthy enough to play, we play Jaw and move on, right? Like, who else?
No. So the play of the day, maybe the play of the year, is power forward center eligible for the Memphis Grizzlies, Xavier Tillman at 3.5K.
Okay. Toby is writing this down as we speak. I like it. Tell me a little bit about Xavier Tillman.
So this kid was like the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year last year. He's been averaging 29 and 28 minutes the last two games. He went to Michigan State.
Oh, okay. I like Michigan State players.
He was a highly regarded draft pick. We just mentioned Joe Val is out, so he's gonna get all the minutes he can handle, dude. I mean, 29 and 28 minutes the last two games, 25 and 31 Draftkings points, dude. I was dying to play this kid like the last time Memphis was on the slate.
That you were a Memphis Grizzlies season ticket holder for 7 years, does it?
I know my Grizzlies, dude. But here's the deal, dude. He's going to easily get us 25. I'm gonna make a prediction. Okay. He's gonna 10x tonight.
10x. You're copying off me. I hit that yesterday, by the way. The Oklahoma City point guard. I said he's 10xing tonight. So
this dude's 10. I feel more confident about this guy.
I hit the 10x on that guy button last night. Okay, you're hitting the 10x button. He's gonna 10x.
10x, and here's what I love about this guy.
Tweet out this lineup. I better see the pivots play of the year tonight.
Dude, I guarantee you, I am either going to build a new house after tonight, or I am going to go start washing dishes at a restaurant tomorrow. Like, what are the two things that are going to happen? Because I'm all in on Xavier Tillman tonight.
I like it.
Tillman!
It's XT. Big XT.
And here's the deal.
Honestly, Toby, had you ever heard of Xavier Tillman before just now? Ask me the same question. No. It's so bad. I'm all in. Let's do it. I'm with the juice. Let's Xavier Tillman tonight.
This guy is going to print us some money in a couple hours, dude. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not doing anything but watching this game tonight. So
here's the
all plans. Xavier Tillman night tonight on the pivot. Okay. What about? I'm so excited. What about the Spurs side?
I mean, are we done with the Grizzlies?
I thought we were. I thought it was XT. We're moving on. Play of the year. Okay.
No, I mean, we've got much more to talk about with the Grizzlies.
You're going to try to roster multiple Grizzlies. I'm going to definitely question some homership. So let's hear it. Though John Morant at 7-1 is tempting.
Oh my God! Of course he's tempting at 7-1, dude. This is like a $9,000, $500 player.
Putting players in we like, and there's no more guard eligible positions available, so we're gonna have to start making some tough decisions.
I know we are, but I mean, I like him. Dylan Brooks is okay at 6'3". I don't mind him.
Duck.
Let's see. Kyle Anderson's okay, but I don't like him so much with Ja.
Okay, but
I think we can move on. I think it's Ja and Xavier tonight.
Dylan Brooks 6'3", Markkanen 6'6", dude that was 6'1" that we loved. That you loved.
Yeah. Okay. Now so on the other side of the game of the century.
I want to ask you which one you like the best out of those three.
Out of who?
Barnes 6'1", Markkanen 6'6", Dylan Brooks 6'3".
Barnes.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure we're still on the same page.
Okay. I thought you were going to throw Tillman in there. I was like, I wasn't getting
Tillman's our lineup captain for tonight.
That's right. Yeah. I might just play a showdown slate and just put Tillman in at the captain spot.
Oh, that was a good point. Don't forget.
Captain.
He's writing that down for us. I'm going to do the same. What about San Antonio side quickly? Do we like anything there? We still got
I don't know why we're doing quickly when this is the game of the century.
Okay, back to game. For game of the century, we will go over for a little bit of time here. What else is on the Memphis side? We can't seem to get.
No, we're done. We're done. We can go straight to the San Antonio Spurs.
We're gonna move on to San Antonio. Okay.
Yes.
San Antonio side. I see Murray at 6'3". I see White at 4'8". I see Rosen at 7. These guys are all priced down pretty much. I can Aldridge at 5'4". Aldridge is 5'4".
Lions.
What?
Game of the century.
Okay.
So DeMar DeRozan is 7K. Love that price tag for him.
Yeah.
I really would have loved Dejounte Murray at 6'3". Only problem is Derek White is now probable. I'm hoping that goes a little bit like under the radar being a Saturday slate, because that's big news, dude. Because I mean, if he doesn't get his full complement of minutes, I think a lot of people are going to play Dejounte Murray because they're like, ooh, 6'3" against the Grizzlies. I like that. But Derek White coming back, I don't know.
Are they going to do that with Aldridge? Are they going to go 5-4 Aldridge against the Grizzlies? We should play that.
I mean, that's cheap too, right? Rudy Gay, one of the original gangsters on the Grizzlies side. I mean, going back to Memphis, dude. I mean, come on, 4-4. I mean, these guys are all very underpriced. So I like this game.
We're going to see which ones you pick for the lineup here, because I'm interested to see which ones they get in the show lineup. Okay, Phoenix and Dallas is kicking off at 8 o'clock. Game of the century. We are past it for a minute.
Yeah.
Dallas, Phoenix is at Dallas, 8 p.m. Central. On the Dallas side, I don't see any stars listing as being concernable. Payne is out on the Phoenix side. Booker is out on the Phoenix side. You knew that. Okay. That didn't give you a surprised look when I said that.
No. Nope.
Saric remains out. He's been out for quite a while. Let's start with Phoenix. What's the Booker being out? Does that free up any cheapness?
Chris Paul at 7-6 is nice. Chris Paul is nice at 7-6.
Overbet tonight.
He's going to be an overbet?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with Booker out, I mean, they'd stand no chance without him scoring.
So I have a little bone to pick with I believe, and I'm saying this specifically for Toby, he's a Golden Domer. Monty Williams, the coach for Phoenix.
Yeah.
So last game, we were both Lions, you and I, really high on Javon Carter, correct?
Yes, we were.
Okay. So he was 3.2K. And what does, NASA, Monty Williams do? He plays Langston Galloway 20 minutes and gives Javon Carter 1.
I don't even think Carter played. Yeah, he didn't play till the end of the second half.
He played the last minute of the game, dude. I mean,
he's so good too.
I was literally about to throw my iPad at the TV. I was getting so mad. I was like, are they just not going to play this guy?
I mean, we told everybody to cram him in if those two guys didn't play. Those two guys didn't play, and he didn't. I was shocked by that. I take responsibility for that one. I was a big Carter.
No. You shouldn't. Nobody really could see that one coming. Here's the other thing, dude. Frank Kaminsky. Okay, when's the last time we've heard Frank Kaminsky mentioned for DFS?
Kentucky in the final in the NCAA championship, maybe.
Yeah, 10 years ago or something.
He played for Charlotte for a little bit too, right?
He's played all over, dude. I mean, but what did Frank Kaminsky do last game, Lance? What do you think?
I have no idea. I even watched the game. I watched Crowder have a decent game. I watched Paul have a decent game. What Kaminsky do?
So Frank the Tank had 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Wow. Okay.
44 DraftKings points out of nowhere. Okay. Out of absolutely nowhere.
Ayton crushed too, by the way, on the rebounds. So do we like any plays on the?
I like Ayton quite a bit. Just FYI, Porzingis might sit on a back-to-back. So that's something we need to watch out for.
10-7's tough tonight just because he's playing such a paced down team, and there's players over 10 that have in optimal spots, right?
I completely agree. Yeah, I like Luka a lot, as you know, but tonight I'm probably not going to be playing much Luka and watch him go out and drop 85 DraftKings points tonight. But
I don't know that we've rostered another Mav that's name's not Luka Doncic. Do we play? No, we haven't. We haven't played.
I don't think we have. Yeah. But I think on the Phoenix side, I like DeAndre Ayton quite a bit. Chris Paul, I like.
Ayton had 15 boards last game and probably 12 points pretty easily. I mean, his floor is pretty good. 7,800 though. I don't know that unless he just starts get 5 blocks. It's going to be hard for him to pay that price.
Yeah.
Off a lot. So
Cam Johnson did pretty well last game too. I just don't like that price tag. Jay Crowder's getting a little too expensive for my taste.
Well, what about Galloway at 3,000 if Booker's out? Or
no. I mean, here's the thing. I could see Monty Williams playing Javon Carter 24 minutes tonight, and Galloway being a do not play coach's decision. So I'm not chasing that, dude. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason in doing that last game, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Nobody would really like the Dallas side, or was there anybody we like on the Dallas side?
James Johnson, I mentioned last game.
I played him we played him in the show lineup last night.
Okay, and I think he did pretty well, right?
we won our heads up and hit 279. He did well.
I want to see what he did actually.
Other than Simmons, who's on the
list. He got 20 and a half DraftKings points. It wasn't great, wasn't bad.
He paid off.
Yeah, 22 minutes. He's definitely a guy that you can throw some like salary savings at. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. yesterday shot the ball twice, not once but twice the entire game for a guy that is supposed to shoot the ball.
I don't like the Dallas side. Let's move on. Detroit at Golden State on the West Coast, late night hammer starting at 9 o'clock. Only 9 o'clock game. Probably a pretty good pace game. What's the total on this one, Julio?
It is 224. So
what's the total on that Phoenix Dallas game too? I don't know that we ever said.
215. So I think it's the lowest total of the night.
We should just fade that game.
It's even. I mean, it's even lower than the game of the century.
Wow. Game of the century low total. I love it. Detroit. Detroit at Golden State. Today, that tips off at 9 o'clock on the West Coast. It's the only 9 o'clock game, as I said. And 223 is a pretty good. Probably
224.
Probably going to be a close game, right?
The Warriors are favored by 5.
Yeah, I think the Warriors are playing pretty good. I like the team the Warriors are putting out. For some reason, I'm become a big Wiggins fan. I think he's playing well right now.
I know you have, and you need to temper that a little bit.
Golden State doesn't appear to have any injuries. Or my friend Donnie Clark is firing texts at me rapidly. Detroit doesn't have any injuries. What are you liking in this game?
Is Donnie really on this game a lot or something? Or
I think he wanted to make sure we got that we talked about Wiseman. What he said.
Okay. All right.
He asked if you could break down the value of Wiseman at 4.8 tonight.
I mean, I like me some Wiseman, dude. I mean, 4.8. If he gets in the mid-20s, he's a really good play. But it's just
and there's going to be a night that Kerr plays in 35 minutes, right? And he blows up. There's going to be that night's going to happen. I watched an interview with him discussing why he's coming off the bench, and it's almost like he's so talented that they're kind of bridling it a little bit.
Yes. I've seen the same type of stuff.
They let him play 30 minutes. He's going to have like a triple-double one of these nights here.
He's really talented. He was the number 1 high school player in his class.
By far.
Should have been the number 1 draft pick this year. But whatever. He's on Golden State now. So good for them.
Tips to get them back healthy. I agree. That was a great. The NBA did well in making sure that he wasn't the number 1 pick.
Right.
I think but I like where they got placed. Let's just say that.
Sure.
Golden State. I love Wiseman tonight. I will temper my love for Wiggins because he truly isn't aggressive in his. He could have 12 points or 40 points depending on what kind of aggression level he's at that night. Right.
Let me ask you this: who do you like more tonight, Wiseman or Xavier Tillman?
Oh, of course, XT, baby.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay.
I'm a loyalist. Player of the year, the pivot player of the year, I am all over it. I'm going to be tweeting it out, texting it. Don't you get wrong. Everybody's going to know we're on Tillman tonight. So
can I tell you something?
You better play well.
When I buy my first Top Shot moment, when I figure out how to do this crap, Xavier Tillman is going to be my first moment.
Okay, I like it. There's some people highly invested in McLaughlin for Minnesota because of us. So
okay, well,
we better hope he comes. Okay, well, let's break this game down real quick. You like any other plays on the Golden State side?
I mean, it's kind of Steph Curry for me. That's it.
Yeah.
9,700, I like it.
You got to rank him. And Steph Curry, he might as well be considered a 10K player tonight. We've got
yes, I agree.
We've got 2 in what we call optimal spots here, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I like him a lot. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to fit him into a lineup tonight.
Correct. Detroit, man, Ellington we discussed last week, and he blew up the night we discussed him. Grant is somebody that I bet every time we bet is over, he has gone over. I think he's undefeated for us and going over. We talked a lot about Blake Griffin and his price. He does get minutes, and Plumlee, they both get minutes. I think Chris Hart put us on Plumlee last week during the live stream.
Yes.
Who do you like anything on Detroit's side?
Not really.
Let's get the build. I'm ready to build.
Yeah, I mean, you maybe Mason Plumlee, I guess, like 5,400, but I don't love it. So no one really. I think we can go straight to building.
Okay, the lineup that I built, because I just kind of add players as you say them, and I agree with them, leaves us a negative 1,100 for our last player.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and clear this out, and I'm gonna let you tell me what to do.
So 1,100, that's negative is not going to work. Is what
No,
you're telling me.
we don't. I mean, I hadn't found any player yet to squeeze in. So let's start over. Point guard position. Who we rostering tonight?
Ja Morant.
Are we really? That makes me worried that we're not going to play Lillard. If we don't play Lillard, we're betting on Lillard. Shooting guard position. There's two I like. You tell me who you like.
I mean, just put in Lillard at the guard spot, the guard utility spot.
No, we're fine. Oh, so you're saying we are going to roster Lillard for
sure?
I'm
not saying we're not. I'm just point guard. I mean, we're putting in Ja.
If you didn't like
might as well.
Hey, you're the expert, Beavis. I don't listen to me. If we don't need to play Lillard because he's too high priced,
I like Lillard a lot. I want to play Lillard. I'm just saying, like, I think we'll be able to fit him in. I think we're good.
I'd be happy with squeezing Simmons at the guard spot, shooting guard spot if we didn't play Lillard. So, or we can play both. Okay, I'm going to shut up. You tell me, what do you like at the shooting guard position?
Shooting guard position, I don't mind Simons, dude. I think he's got a nice price tag. So
I think he's another candidate for 10xing, right?
He could. I mean, absolutely. He could go off.
Not getting the 10x button from me, but he could.
He could. Yeah, he could.
What about?
I could see Simons getting us 25 points, and I'd be just fine with that.
And if he's going to get 25 points, he's going to get 5 assists, a couple steals. I mean, he gets some 3-pointers. He gets points.
He does.
Okay, small forward position. This is where you're either really expensive or really cheap generally. What are you looking at the small forward?
Who are some of the names did you take any notes on some of the names we wrote down at small forward or not really?
Brooks.
It's okay if you didn't. Okay,
Brooks was one. Yeah. Who were some of the other?
I can remind you guys some of the guys on the list.
Okay.
But I don't know them by position.
He's going to give us some producing here.
We got Cantor, Zion, Brooks, Barnes.
Is he a small forward?
Yeah, she's a small forward.
Tillman.
Yeah. Tillman's definitely not small forward eligible.
No.
Let's try Barnes to see how it works out. I like Barnes tonight. Yeah, I don't like the matchup. I don't like playing people against Miami. Should we skip that position and come back to it?
Levine?
Is Levine? He's not small forward eligible.
Okay, I'm gonna make a change on the lineup right now. Because I kind of skipped over this guy, but I think we're gonna go right back to Lonzo Ball at 5,000 at point guard.
Okay.
So take Ja out. Okay.
I like it.
That's just a really, really nice price.
It really is. It's him coming back from injury price, and they haven't caught up to his production yet. So
yes, and there's some other plays I really, really like tonight too. So
Ball, Simmons. You still like Simmons, or we?
Yeah, I like Simons quite a bit. Yes,
not Simmons. Okay. So what are we thinking next?
We're gonna go at small forward. We're gonna go Gary Trent Jr.
I don't mind that play at all. I like that play with Covington, especially Covington out. Okay, power forward. I hope we're going to say Zion, right?
I mean, no, we're going Xavier Tillman, baby.
Oh, okay. This is where Tillman resides tonight in the power forward position?
Yes.
Okay.
And I like where you're going with Zion because we're fitting him in right there at center.
We're on the same page here tonight. I like it. Okay. Forward. So we got 2 spots left. We're sitting at 13.9, which comes out to a 69.50 average. Who do we like at the forward spot here? Are we going scrub and star, or are we going to go try to middle road this?
Man, I'm going to look at something real quick. Okay, so we are going to go straight to the utility spot.
Okay.
And we're going to put in Zach LaVine.
Like it. I think he's going to have it. If we're going to run Portland with all this, we got to get LaVine in there, right?
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Okay. And that leaves Ooh, I know who I think Green's not in a bad spot. Do you?
Draymond's not a bad spot, dude.
He's from Detroit. Does that give you any game narrative?
He's from Flint, but the Detroit area.
Sorry.
Definitely getting minutes.
Mitch.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, that kind of like it just fits really nice,
And he has a lot of ways to get that price. I mean,
He does.
We're looking for 25 to 30 out of him, and he can get that in the first half sometimes.
And it gives us kind of that late night hammer.
Right. Okay, so we like the lineup. Just quickly for the Juice Nation here to go over it real quick. We got Ball at point guard, Simons at shooting guard, Trent Jr., who's part of our Portland Chicago stack at small forward, Xavier, play of the year, brought to you by the Juice, Tillman at power forward, Zion, who I think is in a great spot tonight, Lillard, who's my favorite play of the night, Green, who I think fits in the lineup, and Levine running him back with our Portland stack. I like it. Let's make these people some money in another way, Julio.
Hey, real quick. So the game of the century yields the player of the year, the play of the year.
The game of the century, player of the year. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, play of the year. Play of the year.
Okay, guys. As always, we have a late start tonight, so you look for the Twitter, the Pivot 3 at what is it? Pivot 3 at Twitter
at the pivot number 3
for the lineup changes, if there are any. I mean, this lineup fit really well, but now we got 2 hours before we'll start locking in lineups. Let's do some props, Julio. This is we call
Let's
this
do it.
Make Matt some money.
Yes.
Chris Ball over.
With Xavier Tillman over is in effect. We did pretty good last night. First person off the bat, we're going to go through these pretty fast here to wrap this up. We only have one national televised game, so these will all be just mostly points.
Okay.
Damon Lillard, 32.5.
And we got to go the over. I mean, he's kind of the key to our roster.
Smash or like?
Smash.
Yeah,
Let's go.
He needs to have a Trae Young-like game last night, right?
Yes.
Levine, 26.5.
Let's go.
I'm going light, though, on Levine. Marketing, 17.5.
Fade.
Freak, 27.5. I'm a little nervous about him just because it's back-to-back. That's it. Not that he won't have a triple-double.
I kind of think we should like it just because we're not playing him. Does that make sense? Like we're kind of hedging a little bit.
Let's get a little invested in him. I agree. Okay. Middleton's 19.5.
Fade.
Hayward's 20.5. He's been
kind of like, dude.
He's been making us some money.
Yeah.
Rozier is 16.5. He owes us money, by the way.
He does owe us money.
Christian Wood. You don't like Rozier. I figured you didn't like Rozier. Yeah. Wood's 22.5.
God, he should do really well in that matchup.
I like that one.
Yeah.
He's consistently getting over that. Oladipo, 21.5, shoots too much. I can't tell what he's going to do. Wall's 19.5.
Fade.
Here we go. Zion, 23.5.
I mean,
I do like it. I don't love it because we're not playing him necessarily because we think he's going to just blow up in points. He brings it to you a lot of different ways. Ingram, 23.5.
I'll just fade it. I don't have a good read either way.
Okay. DeAndre Fox playing at the Heat, 21.5, Hield 17.5, and Barnes is 15.5.
I like De'Aaron Fox and Barnes both over.
Okay. Is Barnes a smash, we think?
I never associate Smash with Barnes in anything.
If you make that noise, we're definitely going. Okay, LeBron James, and this is the nationally televised game. So we got it's going to be 26.5, 8.5, 2.5. They didn't do assists tonight for him. So 26.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 2.5 threes.
Is it me, or are you just like, I feel like as every day goes by, I'm hating the Lakers more and more. Do you feel the same way?
If anybody else wins the title this year, I'll be happy. I don't know why I don't like that team very much.
I don't like them either. But
you like LeBron tonight?
I think what's AD's?
AD's they don't list because he's not probably going to play.
What was LeBron's?
26.5, 8.5, 2.5 threes.
He's been playing well. What's the threes? 2.5?
2.5.
I like that.
Okay. I'm going to put a little on that because I think you talked yourself into that. Jaylen Brown, 23.5, 5.5, 2.5 threes. I don't know why they're not doing assists tonight. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Fade. I don't really like it either way.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to play well tonight for them. Tatum's the same, almost the exact same stats. 24.5, 6.5, 2.5 threes. Kimba's 15.5 and 1.5 threes. Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
We're almost through here. Chris Paul, 17.5.
Like it.
I do too. Oh. We're at the bet max read. Let me come back because we still have a few more games. Home. Sorry about this. NBA props. Okay, back at it. We like Chris Paul at 17.5, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think we smashing or liking?
I like.
Okay. DeAndre Ayton is 17.5.
I mean, I like that too, kind of.
I don't mind it. Okay. We got Porzingis at 18.5, Hardaway Jr. at 15.5. They didn't list Doncic. It's the first time I ever saw Luka not listed.
Interesting.
We're fading both those. Grant, 21.5 against Golden State.
I like it, man. He's been good.
Curry's 28.5 and Wiggins is his usual 17.5.
I mean, I'll let you do the Wiggins one.
I'm gonna stay off Wiggins tonight.
Okay.
Ja is 20.5, Dylan Brooks is 15.5, and DeRozan's 19.5. You love Ja?
Smash the Ja. I like Ja.
Your favorite one of the night?
I mean, I'm gonna do a little bit more digging because we got time. I'm really intrigued by this 7.1 price tag. So
I'm not gonna go. I almost went above smash level.
no, I just don't do that. But
okay. Well, we got 14 picks. Let me
just read this really quick to you. This one dude that I kind of talked to. So his favorite GPP plays tonight: Morant, Clark, Levine, White, Mikal Bridges, Jaylen Brown. His cash staples: the Ball brothers, Halliburton, Tillman, and Lillard.
Hey, there we go.
There we go, baby. I mean, like we're I think we're onto something tonight.
Let me review how we're going to make some money tonight. Lillard, we liked. Lillard smash. Zach like. Freak like. Hayward like. Wood like. Zion like. Ingram was mine. I liked. Juice did not do that. Fox, we liked. Barnes, we liked. LeBron over 2.5 threes. I went on just a little bit because I think Juice talked himself into that one. And we went Ja, smash, Paul like, Ayton like, and Grant smash.
Yeah, I like him, man. I mean, hey, look, the Ingram call, I like Ingram. He could always do damage.
I agree. Okay, well, I like the show. We right at an hour. Look at us.
That's what having a good executive producer does.
I think he did add to the timing issue I had. So thank you, Toby, for executive producing. Thanks you once again, Vast Bank, for all the greatness that you're doing. And Julio, let's keep our fingers crossed. We've got about 2 hours before lock and in lineups. I'll look forward to seeing what you come up with right before. I will always play the lineup that we came up with, and then I'll look forward to seeing what you come up with between now and then. Okay.
Yeah, I like our lineup, man. It was fun, guys. Glad we
got
did
games on Sunday. We got a slate tomorrow.
Yeah, I think there's something tomorrow. I mean, there's no football, so there's got to be some games tomorrow.
We got plenty of time on this Sunday. This is what I call the saddest Sunday of the year, basically, right?
We got a 6-game slate tomorrow. Actually, it's gonna be 4 because there's 2 early afternoon games, so it's a 4-game slate. That's okay.
Good. That means we can give you lots of detail.
Yeah.
Go Xavier Tillman.
Yeah, baby.
It might be a jersey buying night if he goes off. So
could be a Top Shot buying night tonight.
We might buy. I wish I was smart enough to figure some of that out.
Me too.
I know that I got a Tyler Hero last night in the break, in a card break. So
nice.
Yeah. So I like me some Tyler Hero. Anyway, Xavier Tillman, let's go.
All right,
let's go. Game of the century.
All right, guys.
I'll look forward to seeing your tweet.
All right, man. See you guys. Thanks. See you, bud.